Why do some children become more confident every time they learn something new, while others begin believing they'll never be good enough? According to Erik Erikson, the answer often begins during the school years. This is the stage where children start comparing themselves to classmates, teammates, siblings, and friends. Success can build confidence that lasts a lifetime, while repeated failure can leave children questioning their own abilities. Today, we're breaking down Erikson's fourth psychosocial stage, industry versus inferiority. By the end of this video, you'll understand why achievement becomes so important during childhood, how children develop confidence through mastering new skills, and what happens when they begin feeling like they simply can't measure up. Industry versus inferiority occurs between 5 and 13 years of age, covering most of the elementary and early middle school years. By now, children have learned to trust others, become more independent, and take initiative. Now they're faced with a new challenge. Am I good at this? Instead of simply trying new things, children begin asking whether they can actually succeed. School becomes one of the most important environments during this stage. Every day, children are learning to read, solve math problems, write essays, play sports, create artwork, perform music, and work together with classmates. With every assignment, every game, every test, and every project, they're collecting evidence about themselves. They're beginning to answer an important question: what am I capable of? When children are encouraged and experience success through effort, they begin developing industry. Industry doesn't mean being the smartest student in the class. It means developing the habit of working hard, solving problems, improving with practice, and feeling proud of what they've accomplished. Children begin realizing that success usually comes from persistence, not perfection. But imagine a child who constantly struggles without support. Maybe they're repeatedly criticized. Maybe they're compared to siblings or classmates. Or perhaps they work hard, but rarely experience success or recognition. Over time, they may stop believing they can improve. Instead, they begin thinking, I'm just not good enough. This is what Erikson described as inferiority. Children begin doubting their abilities and may avoid challenges altogether because they're afraid of failing. Of course, children don't need to succeed at everything. Failure is a normal part of learning. What's most important is that children experience opportunities to improve, receive encouragement, and understand that ability develops through practice. The goal isn't constant praise. It's helping children recognize that effort and persistence matter. When this conflict is resolved successfully, children develop the virtue of competence. Competence is the confidence that they can learn new skills, solve problems, and overcome challenges through effort. It's the belief that I may not know how to do this yet, but I can learn. That mindset becomes incredibly valuable throughout adolescence and adulthood. If this stage isn't resolved successfully, Erikson believed children may develop feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. For board exams, unresolved industry versus inferiority has classically been associated with conformity, low creativity, and guilt-driven behavior. These are associations described within Erikson's framework, not direct causes, but they're important high-yield concepts to recognize. Here's an easy way to remember this stage. Imagine a child bringing home a math test. They're not just wondering what grade they received. They're asking one simple question: am I good at this? When children are encouraged to keep learning, even after mistakes, they begin developing industry. But if they repeatedly feel incapable or believe they'll never measure up, inferiority can begin to take hold. So let's quickly summarize. Industry versus inferiority occurs between 5 and 13 years of age. During this stage, children develop confidence by learning new skills, working hard, and experiencing success through effort. Encouragement and opportunities to improve help develop industry and the virtue of competence. Repeated criticism, unrealistic comparisons, or persistent failure without support can lead to inferiority, causing children to doubt their abilities and avoid future challenges. Ultimately, this stage teaches one powerful lesson: I can learn, improve, and become capable. In our next video, children enter adolescence, where the focus shifts away from achievement and toward identity. The question is no longer, am I good at this? Instead, it becomes, who am I? We'll explore identity versus role confusion and discover how teenagers begin shaping their values, beliefs, goals, and sense of self. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.